Tuesday, he said the practice of wearing a niqab is, quote, rooted in a culture that's anti-women. Joining me now with more on this is Amira Elghawaby. She is the Human Rights Coordinator for the National Council of Canadian Muslims. Thank you very much for being with us, Amira. I want to begin by getting your reaction to the Prime Minister's comments. Do you agree or disagree with Stephen Harper?
Thanks very much, Marcia, for having me. So I would just respectfully disagree with the comments that the niqab is rooted in a culture that is anti-women. What I actually think is anti-women is for the state or anyone at all to be telling women what they can or cannot wear. I think it's rather unfortunate to see this rolling back of the clock on women's rights and freedoms in Canada. I think it's been very clear that women who choose to wear the niqab, so long as they're identifying themselves for security purposes, which they do, as long as there are no other issues involved in them wearing the niqab, then there's nothing wrong with the tiny minority of women who do wear it to do so.
Why do you think some people link the niqab with being anti-women or a tool or means of repression of women?
Well, I think, of course, it must be said that there are countries around the world where women are forced to wear clothing that they may not and probably do not want to wear. And I think that this must be as well condemned. I don't think a woman should ever be told what to wear. I think it must always remain first and foremost her choice. So certainly I definitely understand that there are people who would assume that because a woman decides to cover her face, then that means she may aspire to, or she may believe, or there is someone who is telling her that she has to wear that. However, what we've seen actually in surveys done right here in Ontario by the Canadian Council of Muslim Women is not one single woman surveyed said that she had been forced to wear it, that she had actually made that decision. It was a personal decision that she had come to. She feels that it's a way to practice her faith. Whether I agree or disagree is not the issue. The issue is it's her right. This is a free country. It's democracy that we've built all these beautiful freedoms that we all cherish. So again, I think we have to protect a woman's right to choose what she wants to wear. And certainly if anyone is being forced or coerced, definitely we must condemn that as well.
Amira, is there a difference between wearing a hijab and a niqab?
So I think in terms of the hijab or niqab, both of them are understood to be done out of sincerely held religious beliefs. So for example, as you see, I wear the hijab, which covers my hair. I'm not covering my face, which would be the niqab. And so for me, for example, it's a personal religious belief that I wear cover my hair. However, it must also be said that the vast majority of Muslim women do not feel that they need to cover their hair, and that's part of the pluralistic nature actually of Islam itself, that there are many different diverse interpretations of the faith, that everyone comes to it from a personal space. And I think that that is just, again, sort of reflective too of our democratic nature in Canada, that there's so many different ways that people practice their beliefs or choose not to believe at all. And that's part of what democracy is about, is to allow the diversity of opinion to flourish and for people to get to know one another.
Amira Elghawaby, I'm so glad you were able to talk to us today. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.